Hey, welcome back to Gracie Schwarzwald. I'm here with Eric Mete. We're going over our complete Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Self-Defense Course. And now we're working through more of our strikes. And now we're going to work into one of the most powerful strikes you can use for a variety of reasons. One, you can hit anywhere with it and it'll do damage. Two, I don't have to condition it like I do with my fists. And I can actually work it across the entire spectrum of the body, pretty much. And that is the knee. Okay, so again, the knee, I always tell people, think of it like a hammer, right? You don't really have to hit hard, or you don't have to hit in a specific place. It's gonna hurt. Okay, so there's a few different ways to throw the knee, just like with punches. I can throw hooks, I can throw straight, I can throw back fists. Same thing here. We're gonna go over the two forward knees first, okay? Or I should say the two direct line knees. Okay, first is what sort of a penetrating knee. Okay, so it's going to be my knee comes up, but it's my hips that do the power and drive my foot forward, my knee forward. Now, people will ask, should you have your toes pointed or should you have your toes extended? I mean, curled or extended. For me, it's just a personal taste thing, whichever one you feel more comfortable doing. I like to point because I feel like it extends the knee bone a little bit more than doing this, but that's just my opinion. Whatever you find comfortable, okay? So it's not just doing this. I want to use the power of my hips. So my foot goes back, my knee comes forward, my hips extend. I'm driving it forward into him. Okay. This can be done freestanding, you know, here. But what's really good is to use it when you are able to hold on to the person. In Wing Chun, we call this kicking with three legs, right? Meaning if I'm going to kick him, I want to be holding on to him. So I have his base as well as mine, okay? So he can just put his hands on my shoulders and throw the knee. He can be doing a double collar tie, throw the knee. Any of these are effective, okay? Now this is a power knee, so don't just kind of do a little weak thing here. Make sure you're stepping back, using your hips, extending. Now, as I said before, I can work this anywhere. Okay, so I can throw the knee, boom, to the thigh. If I'm out to the side, I can throw it to the back of the leg. He can throw it to the stomach, the groin. Anywhere that you can get the knee to, this will do damage. A lot of people think you just have to knee the stomach or the face. Okay, a lot of times this can be very damaging, especially if you're looking at an MMA situation where now you're killing the guy's ability to maybe shoot so well because you've really started damaging his leg. Another one is the up knee. Okay, so this one, I'm not going to penetrate forward. He's maybe got me pulled down more. This knee now is going to come straight up. So it's going to be more this than the hip forward. There's not going to be as much hip. Okay, so I come in, I get caught here, or he simply pulls me down from here and can go here. Extremely damaging technique. This is one reason that when we get caught in certain holds, like a guillotine or we do a takedown, and I see people try to do double legs and they're bent over with their head down, yeah, you're gonna eat those knees pretty badly if you get held up for even a second. So again, we have the penetrating knee, the rising knee, okay? We also have a roundhouse knee, right? So it's gonna be very much like the roundhouse kick you'll see later. So I want to open my hip, turn my foot out. So this is coming around. It's not as powerful as the others, but it can still be a very powerful knee. Now, just like a kick, he wants to turn his foot out, bring the knee around. Here, he can go to the leg, he can go to the ribs. If he gets me low enough, he can even come around to the face, okay? Very powerful because, again, people don't necessarily see the knee coming in that direction. And don't think of striking always as knocking somebody out. He catches me here, maybe he doesn't knock me out, but he throws a penetrating knee, right? He throws an up knee. He throws a round knee. Even if I get through all of that, that damage is cumulative, right? It's gonna wear on me, and it didn't take a lot out of you. It didn't damage the knee at all, right? You can do it from a clinch, so you're not out here trying to do stuff. You could tie me up and throw all of this. And again, why we like the knees, okay? If you're throwing punches, what can happen? I can move away, right? When you clinch up with me and you try to let go to throw punches, again, it could be harder. There's ways to do it. But if you tie up with me and your hands are occupied holding me, yeah, that is a weapon you can use, right? Last one, this isn't as effective, but you can use it sometimes, is an inside knee. I'm gonna work here. Now it's not as effective. You can use it. It'll certainly hurt up here, but it can set up other things because the person will address it after a while, and it can also unstabilize him. Okay, so a lot of times with these knees, you can use it to unstabilize, take the person's base out. So I can throw the knee in, I can throw the knee out, and start upsetting here. So really powerful tool. I tell people when you're training, like we do clinch work and takedowns all the time, right? Because it's a crucial part of jiu-jitsu. And sometimes we'll just be working, different clinch, playing the game, and then we'll work in using the knees. Because what this will teach you is what? Not to stand out like this, right? Yeah, the moment those knees fly, what happens? People get in, which where they should be, right? You learn to start making that space here. Working in, right? Instead of just here. Okay, so incorporate it. Now when I say incorporate it, I mean if he throws a knee and he touches me, boom, it's just a touch, right? Boom. Here. Okay, so I highly suggest that isn't Muay Thai class, that isn't MMA class. It absolutely, I should say it is those classes, but that training should also be in your jiu-jitsu class.